just have what you want. Big flies with the rum. Quick pass from the trunk. This last one the one. Big mad if you waste it. Just glad that I waited. Get past this away and guess what? Get the fuck out my way then. I see the recipe, I keep the best of me. Tell me what else you can say then. Send me the address, pop up like magic. Hide all the liquor you saving. It will get gone, out on the lawn. Don't even care that it's raining. Like who wants to stay in?
Just have what you want. About time I got on. Y'all been waiting so long. This last one, the one. Guaranteed not to waste it. Just glad y'all been patient. Roll with me, I'm the way in. You cannot replicate wave shit. I got big energy with me, you can't compete. Ain't no other way to say it. My blood it runs through the mountains, hella steep. Waded in rivers nape deep. Y'all too busy counting your sheep. Lullaby and go on to sleep. Find this key, kiss and pee.
All right, welcome to Myrtle Street News Week 3. What's up, guys? How are you doing? This is Myrtle Street News Week 3. I am Cameron, aka Camo on Instagram. That'll just be it because I don't really post nowhere else. But nah, what's up, guys? How are you doing? It is a beautiful recovery. I got bamboo thrown everywhere in my backyard and whatnot. There's a pond that's not supposed to be over there next to the house across the street. Everything is thrown everywhere. It's all a strew and a stray. I don't even know if a strew is a word. A strew, it sounds like a strudel. Yeah. Apple strudel. Something like that. Anyway, I'm going to jump straight into it. I got something new I want to start. It's called North Carolina Online. North Carolina Online. Whenever I promote somebody, I want you guys to hit their comments and then like hashtag Myrtle Street or tag me or something like that. I don't really care. Just hashtag Myrtle Street. I don't really. It'd be something dope. I think that'd be super cool. Y'all can just find something new. North Carolina Online will pretty much be North Carolina things happening online. There's this guy in Charlotte. His name's at Daryl Mays, DarrylMayes. He does videos, little clips. Them shit is hilarious. He's funny. I also want you to check out at Black Mass Films. They do horror films in Western North Carolina. They're super cool. I've been checking them out. I just thought they were awesome. Check them out. Follow them on Instagram as well. These are all Instagram tags. I don't know about anyone else's tags, but check them all out. They're really cool. At Daryl Mays, at Black Mass Films, at TED Talk. No, what the fuck did I just say? At Cody from the 90s, or at Cody Johnson. He just dropped TED Talk. That's fire. He also dropped ATM, shot by In-House Studios. In-House Studio hit me up so I can get this daggum interview. Quit flexing. Put it in your own, check me out. Also, check out at Certified Cam. He just dropped Quoted. Check him out. There's a bunch of stuff happening in North Carolina online. That's the best part about this. It's online in North Carolina. It's not in the rest of the world. It's online. Anybody who wants to be in North Carolina online, just hit me up. It's not going to necessarily be ads, but you can hit me up with some ads if you want to. But I'm hop straight into it. First story. Okay, so Kingston, North Carolina man is facing attempted murder charges and malicious maiming. Okay, so I was checking this story out like a week ago. This dude just found a lady. I don't know if he had some type of relationship with her before or not, but he found a lady, or there's not really any detail on that. But he found a lady and he threw some form of flammable liquid on her, they're just saying, and he set her on fire. Yeah, he just set her on fire. Uh, just that's pretty much the detailing of it. She was sent to UNC burn unit. That's the details of that. He just threw the liquid on her and set her on fire. That was 11 a.m. Monday. But apparently, before that, he tried to set his mom's house on fire. The cops had referred to what he did the first time as a breach of humanity because, yeah, it's really messed up for you to try to set a woman on fire. Not even just a woman, but another human being on fire. There's a courtroom video. This nigga look like, oh God.
In an orange jumpsuit and chains, 41-year-old Venice Taylor, the man arrested Monday for setting a 24-year-old woman, Chloe McNeil, on fire inside of her car.
Forever. Fire was set prior.
Pray for her. Dear God, that's gotta hurt. Ooh. On to the next. North Carolina man was charged with felony child abuse. These are some beat up stories. He was charged with felony child abuse recently, but this happened back in January apparently. This man left heroin out and his child overdosed on heroin. The baby will have health complications for the rest of its life, but they had to give the baby 2 rounds of Narcan, and the baby's eyes had like dilated down to pinpoints. They had to give him 2 rounds of Narcan, which is already an opioid, but it's used to reverse overdoses because the baby was overdosing and they couldn't get him to breathe right. So that's what happened. This man was he. They had also said that he had 3 random bags of white residue. So on top of the heroin, this man was just compounding drugs. He might have been speedballing shit and whatnot. He was trying to get in and out. He was doing uppers and downers at the same time. I'm gonna leave that alone. He was under 25,000 unsecured bond. I don't know what unsecured means, but it sounds like he wasn't paying that anyway. On to the next. The last part is, oh God, I forgot about this one. Someone found a fetus at a pumping station in Hillsborough, North Carolina. That was all I could find on that. They just found a fetus at a pumping station. They found a fetus. I had also found a story about a girl who was like, she didn't know she was pregnant, and then she found out she was pregnant. She left the doctor's office and then tried to get rid of the baby, and then she tried to cremate it. Somebody found a cremated baby, and she was sentenced to 6 months, like house arrest or something, because she was like bulimic or whatever. And then a month before that, that was a privileged white girl apparently. That's what the story was telling me. And then a month before that, a black girl had did that same thing, and she was sentenced to life. I don't know. These are very insane stories. I'm not like wow. Uh, I don't really. Long story short, someone found a fetus at a pumping station in Hillsborough, North Carolina. They said they're doing their best to find the mother because they're worried about her. I don't know if they're worried about her or if they're just trying to put her in jail. So you handle it how you handle it. I hope she's all right, and I also hope she doesn't get put in jail. At the same time, uh, that was the North Carolina news, guys. I was gonna go outside of North Carolina and talk about how someone wrote rapist on the Kobe Bryant mural in Texas, and that was really messed up. But Gayle King already did her best to make everything as bad as possible. So fuck Gayle King, fuck her, and fuck whoever wrote rapist on Kobe Bryant's mural. R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. Gigi, everybody who died in the accident. I didn't get to say that whenever I had dropped a Ludi B interview. At the same time, on the day that I was originally going to post this, which was February 3rd, I had redone it multiple times because I kept getting mad because of the ending topic I had brought up. That same day, on February 3rd, the Texas A&M shooting had happened. 2 women were killed and a child was injured. I truthfully send my prayers and condolences to the families and to Texas A&M. I wish things didn't like that, like didn't happen like that. Um, you can only pray for situations in situations like that. At the same time, in North Carolina right now, um, we're attempting. There's people attempting, not we're, because I don't believe in this, but they're attempting to make Cabarrus County Second Amendment sanctuary county, and there's other counties around it attempting to become Second Amendment sanctuary counties. And I don't know what that would lead to. I don't know if I think it just means that the gun laws that are becoming and are going to take place in the near future won't apply to the counties that are becoming Second Amendment sanctuary counties, which is very stupid. Very, very stupid. I think that after some of the mass shootings that have taken place in America and some of the losses that have happened, it's very clear, very, very clear that gun control is a big problem. And the only reason this hits home so much is because this is home. And I don't know if this is only warranted by people who want to play around with guns or think their rights are being infringed on, because those are like, this applies to people who go to events. Like, this applies to people who just want to have fun, like children, like people who are just trying to live life. If you live out in the country and stuff like that, this doesn't necessarily apply to you. Not saying that no one would ever carry out a mass shooting in the country, but mass shootings happen in populated areas, stuff like that. That's why Texas has had, El Paso has had a very bad past at mass shootings, New York, stuff like that, Nevada, things like that. That's why those happen. But places like North Carolina are places where there's very heavily armed people. This is places where guns are transported, stuff like that. So gun laws are there's reasons why gun laws are put in place. We shouldn't be upheld to any standard. We shouldn't be above the law when it comes to gun laws. There's things that I understand why some people are special, but gun laws aren't something that should be taken lightly. Whenever I looked at the news and saw that those were taking place, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I'm fine with sounding like an asshole. It was a room full of white faces, old white faces, really, really old white faces, talking about the lives of young people, young people, young, very young people. I'm not recording this, so you're just gonna have to hear powering off. There was a room full of very, very old people, people who might not be alive to deal with the repercussions of the actions that have taken place. If if these laws are put in place and for the next 50 years, guns are primarily sold in North Carolina and transported in North Carolina because of the rules that are being put in place, and there's fully automatic guns coming directly out of North Carolina because of the shit that y'all putting in order, then y'all are the reason that shit might happen. I don't know if y'all have grandkids and shit to think about. These are guns. These aren't fucking knives and shit. This isn't little bullshit to play around with. Why would you think that these law? I don't agree with taking people's guns at all. Don't take my shit, but don't stop me from living because you wanna what? You don't take what I own. Nobody should take what you own. That's not what I'm trying to point out at all. I don't believe in that at all because I already own it. I already paid for this shit. This is mine, regardless of how you feel. This is mine. I respect that completely. But at the same time, if you're not mentally healthy, you shouldn't be able to own a gun. It's not like we can go find everyone that's not that has good mental health with a gun though. So put laws in place to make it so that those people can't get guns. You act like there's not people mentally health that don't have good mental health in North Carolina. And you act like people won't come from other places to come here to get guns and to make sure they have upheld rights with guns and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. You got to think about not just yourself. You're just people who think, oh shit, my guns, my guns, my guns, your guns, my guns. Oh shit, you got guns, I got guns. Let's make sure our guns are good. Guns, 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 guns. Shut the fuck up, bro. Don't nobody care about your fucking guns. I'm trying to make sure I live, nigga. I want to be great, bitch. I'm trying to be great, nigga. I want to live. I ain't trying to worry about your guns, fam. And then the kids and the children, you got black and white grandkids. Your white daughter, like, nope. See, I was about to do some extra stuff right there. I was about to do some extra stuff. Anyway, on to the next. I'm going to go ahead and play a song by the homie. Before we get up out of here, I want to send prayers to my people at Texas A&M. Don't know none of y'all, but I pray for every one of y'all. I also want to say R.I.P. Gayle King. You deserve that. That's what you everything you get, you deserve. You had no reason to bring that conversation up. That's your fault. Shout out Lisa Leslie for handling that. You did very well. Amazing coach, amazing basketball player at one point in time. My sister used to look up to you. Still does, probably. Don't necessarily know if she's still into basketball the way she used to be. Probably get rid of this stuff. Anyway. Goofy ass motherfuckers. Guns. If this means that there's not going to be any more guns in music videos, I'm perfectly fine with that shit. I'm perfectly fine with that. Hey,
Welcome
Cody
to my
from the
TED
90s.
Talk, bitch, you know you dead wrong. Walk around this motherfucker, hit him with a leg lock. Welcome to my TED Talk, bitch, you know you dead wrong. Walk around this motherfucker, hit him with a leg lock.
I gotta shake on this shit and just do it. Hey.
Look at the way that I'm moving.
Yeah.
Bitches in here and they choosing.
Yeah.
Are you winning or you losing? I gotta shake on this shit and just do it.
Yeah.
Look at the way that I'm moving. Bitches in here and they choosing. Are you winning or you losing? Make that shit pop like some chicken out the grease.
Yeah.
If you talk about me, then you know that it's a reach. Not a flex though, on to the next. So pull up with a blunt of that gas, fucking jet smoke. Welcome to my TED Talk, bitch, you know you dead wrong. Walk around this motherfucker, hit him with a leg lock. Welcome to my TED Talk, bitch, you know you dead wrong.
Yeah.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Hey, yo, that's the best part about a minute song, because that shit is a minute. I bet that's that's Myrtle Street news, motherfucker. That's Myrtle Street, nigga, on Myrtle Street by me. Hey, check out North Carolina Online. Do that shit. Hit up at Daryl Mays, at Black Mass Films, at Certified Cam, at Cody from the 90s. That was definitely just TED Talk by him. Certified Cam just dropped quoted. All they links are going to be below. Hit them all up. Check it all out. My bad for how long I took this on. I ain't mean to go on that little tangent. Y'all probably won't even hear that. That'll probably just be on the YouTube or the SoundCloud or whatever. But check all of that out. I went crazy. I ain't mean to rant on y'all like that. I don't usually do that. But fuck fully automatic guns. Fuck people who feel like they need a lot of guns. Anyway, we out here. Myrtle Street News. Not even 20 minutes. Oh yeah, I forgot. Whenever you repost or share the Myrtle Street News or the Myrtle Street Podcast, I will shout you out in the next episode or whichever you like. Myrtle Street News, Myrtle Street Podcast, whichever. Yeah, forgot about that. My bad. Yeah, shout out. Shout out Justin Shore and shout out Kyle Harris. Them the homies. Forgot about them. Bet y'all be good. Don't forget to like, share, follow. All the links are in the description. Thank you for listening. Myrtle Street Productions.